After the game, it's the aftermath. Win or lose, we still wave our commander's flag. Riding with Wentz under center, making the pass. Jahan Dotson, young rookie, making a splash. The burgundy and gold, that's what we about. Jonathan Allen knocking QBs to the ground. We die hard and nobody can shut us down. Cause this is the greatest show in town. Let's go! Go, 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 go.
It is Jayden Daniels end zone. It is caught for the touchdown. Zach Ertz takes Washington into the playoffs. Hang on a minute, they're going to look at it. Hang on a minute, they're going to look at it. Just to confirm it first. Did it hit the ground? Let's look. The touchdown is confirmed. The game is over.
That's right, guys. As you see on that last play, I'm telling you, I have so much to say, and usually I will have everything wrapped in my head about, covering the game. But when I say this year was a year of me predicting a whole lot of things with this team that I really didn't think that would came into fruition. And some of my friends and people that I talk to, they can tell you, I picked us to win 12 games this year. We still got a chance to do that. I picked us to win the playoffs. I picked us to start off the season really good. A lot of things, but it's been 33 years since the Washington Commanders was 11-5 team. And the year that they did it in 91, they was 14-2 and went to win the Super Bowl. Now, I'm not saying that they win the Super Bowl this year, but hell, who knows? Anything can happen. This team is a hard fighting team. This game came down to overtime to win it. But when you have a quarterback that has ice in his veins, that has that Tom Brady mentality, and I say it all over again, and shout out to Real Robinson because he tweeted it, and I've been saying this a lot. We have our Tom Brady. He doesn't get shook. He doesn't get rattled. He's cool, calm, collective. He's like rest in peace to a Scott will always say, he's just as cool as the other side of the pillow. When the game is on the line, you put it in number 5's hand. You let him do what he do. We went for it on fourth down multiple times throughout the game, convert. Second half of the game, we took the game in our control. Long drives, killing the clock, keeping the Falcons at bay. Yeah, the Falcons was running the ball on us in the first half, but just like the Philly game, we shut it down in the second half. Penalties was an issue. We had probably 9, 10 penalties in the game. I had to go back and look at the stats, but that was killing us. We had a crucial penalty that could have put us in a situation where the kicker did miss a 56-yard field goal, but still, it's all about discipline. We didn't look great in the first half, except for that first drive when Quan Martin got that interception and set up the first score. Lamada Sakias had some big catches and a couple of touchdowns. Zach Ertz had a couple of touchdowns and the game winner in overtime. But I knew when the Falcons had scored, and it was a minute and some change on the clock, I said, this is Jayden Daniels' time. But the play calling didn't set it up for him to go down there and win the game outright. Because if they had did what they was doing in overtime when they got the coin toss, Jayden Daniels would have won the game. They had enough time to kill the clock. But they didn't do that. But nevertheless, he did that. Jayden Daniels broke RG3's record. He shattered RG3 record. He came in with 774. he rushed for 127 yards. Now, he only needs 136 yards to get 1,000 yards as a quarterback. I don't know who, what quarterback in the NFL has 1,000 yards a season, but I'm gonna look it up right now, and maybe he'd be the first. It just goes to show you what having a quarterback does for your franchise. We've been looking for quarterbacks for years. We thought we had them, then they didn't pan out. But I said this before, and I said it again. Jayden Daniels was the best quarterback in the draft. Now we had got Michael Penix. I wouldn't have been mad about it, but he's not Jayden Daniels. And even though Michael Penix for his second start, he had a good game. He had a chance to win the game. He had a chance to steal a game from us. But I think Michael Penix going forward is going to be the right fit for Atlanta. I just think they're going to have to find another coach because I don't think Raheem Morris is going to be the guy to carry them all the way. The Falcons have talent on their team, but nevertheless, they came up short against the Washington Commanders. Now the Washington Commanders move into sixth spot, which I wanted them to move from 7 to 6 because the fact of the matter is I didn't want them to play the Eagles the first round. Now if they go in and go into Dallas Sunday, which the game has been announced at 1 o'clock, they're going to Dallas Sunday and win the game, then they'll have the sixth spot. Then they will be on the road to go to play the Rams, which I get on the edge against the Rams because one thing about the Rams, they don't run the ball a lot. They pass a lot. And Washington has to play, they're going to have to play different. But the Rams also going to be in trouble because now you're going to be playing a quarterback that could get his first playoff win in the postseason. And then they could be matched up against, I don't know who they match up, probably Philly, Dallas, Minnesota, whoever, I don't know. But so the lowest seed probably play the number one seed. So they probably be they're the sixth seed. So if, let's see, for instance, if Green Bay is the lowest seed, if Green Bay lose, that means Washington is the next lowest seed. So Washington will have to play the highest seed, and the highest seed will probably be Detroit or Minnesota. Which, hey, me personally, I take either one of them. But anyway, back to the game. So hold on. So all right. Uh, so Lamar Jackson did. Lamar Jackson rushed for 1,000 yards. He had a 1,206 rushing yards in 2019, and is the most by quarterback in that season in NFL history. So, and he was averaging almost 60 yards of rush per game. Is the highest in NFL history among quarterbacks during that time. So, yeah. So Lamar Jackson, um, along Lamar Jackson rushed for 1,000 yards in the season, along with Justin Fields and Michael Vick. So 3 quarterbacks who has done it so far. So yeah. So that's pretty late. So now, would he get it? I don't know. He'd probably get close to it, but nevertheless, I mean, Jayden Daniels he's spectacular, man. Like I said, this game in the first half, when after the Commanders had scored, the Falcons went down and scored 17 points. The Commanders went down 17-7 at the half. And I said this because I got the phone call, and I said that the Commanders are going to have to tighten up on the run and put pressure on Penix. Now they did a little bit, but it gave the Commanders enough breathing space to start out the game because they had 2 penalties that pushed them back, and then they got a holding penalty that gave them an automatic first down to keep the drive alive on the start of the third quarter, where they then went down and scored on that drive. Then they made the Falcons keep the ball again. They got the ball, went down with another long drive, and scored a touchdown. Then they got the ball again on the long drive and they did get a touchdown, but it was called back over a holding play penalty, it was on Sam Cosme again. But then they ended up kicking a field goal. But then that time the Commanders took the lead. It was 24-17 at that time. But then, about 2 or 3 minutes left in the game, Penix still drove down. We had a chance, but at the same time, we gave up a huge fourth down play. So, and then we kind of like stopped them, and then they kicked the field goal, and then they was able to send it in overtime, and we got the ball and handle business from that point. To watch the Commanders, man, it's to me, it's not so much I could say about this team because the fact of the matter is that we've been wanting this for a long, long time. We have not been in the playoffs since 2020, I think, something like that. So, but again, he also broke RG3's record of RG3 set the record at 2012 with um, um, 815. He set it with 220 at that time in the game. So, and we haven't clinched a playoff berth since 2020. And that's, matter of fact, that's the year we won the division through the COVID year because that was Taylor Heinicke year, and Taylor Heinicke started in the playoff, and we played the Tampa Bay Bucks, and that's the year the Tampa Bay Bucks won the Super Bowl with Tom Brady. So yeah, so I mean, you haven't won the playoff game since that time, and you haven't won 11 games since '91. That says a lot about this franchise and say what has happened. I'm sure Dan Snyder is kicking himself now because he ran this team down for 30 something years, and it takes a special owner, a special guy to buy this team, a special GM to come over and put the team together, special coach that has only one head coaching experience, but got a second chance and is able to bring a group of men together and put the right chemistry and the right culture together. Last year, we heard John Allen complaining or whining about he was sick or tired of losing. But guess what, John Allen? Now we don't have to hear from you. You could go. You came back in this game and didn't know many times you played. But guess what? Now you can say, I'm a winner now. You finally, excuse me, you finally winning some games. And that's what the most important thing about these Commanders. On this graphic here, in the fourth quarter and overtime this season, Jayden Daniels has passed for 12 touchdowns with a 72% completion rate, over 1,143 passing yards and 163 rushing. That is special, and that's in overtime. And anytime it gets down to the fourth quarter, you could expect Jayden Daniels to have the ball in his hand. And I could say this to you: Jayden Daniels is the black Tom Brady. He is the black Tom Brady. He, like I say, he's cooler than the other side of the pillow because the fact of the matter is, you watch his poise. You watch how he has control of the offense. There ain't no rookie has ever came into the league that had that kind of control, that kind of aura about him, especially when it comes down to commanding your team. And your team follows you. Your team rallies around you. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's all about. It's not about having an ego and think I was the best college player. And that's why you see a player like Caleb Williams struggling right now. Now, I do think that Drake May will be all right, but Jayden Daniels is on another level, man. He's on another level, and he's taking this franchise to crazy heights. And we don't even know how far they will be able to go into the playoff. But I tell you this: if it came down to the fourth quarter and the game is tied and it was on the line, and Jayden Daniels got it in his hand, we win in that game. I can tell you that now. Fourth quarter, the game on the line, we win in that game automatically. I put money on anything against that. You know what I'm saying? So another fun stat with Jayden Daniels is that this is the fifth straight game with multiple touchdown passes. The longest streak by a Washington quarterback since 2005 when we had Mark Brunell. And Mark Brunell was in his heyday at that time from, when we got him from Jacksonville. So Jayden Daniels are setting unprecedented rookie and NFL records in his first year. And just imagine when he do get more weapons around him, the things if he gets the kind of talent around him like he had at LSU, this dude is going to be he's going to be more special than what he is. Also, fun fact for Jayden Daniels right now. He is the first rookie quarterback in NFL history to have 10 wins, 30 plus total touchdowns, that's passing and rushing, and over 4,000 plus yards. And trust me, this is remarkable. Like I say, he's setting records. Now you might as well go ahead and add the rookie offensive rookie of the week because he's going to win that. That's 11th right there. So he's going to win that with one more. With performances like this, how can you not see how special this guy is? Like I said, this game was kind of crazy all over the place. It had its high moment, it had its low moments, high moments, and had its nail biting moments. Because when they got down to the fourth quarter, I'm telling you, I was on the edge of my doggone seat, like, oh my God, I do not want the Falcons to win. But I said it before. Once Jayden Daniels get that ball in his head, I'm not worried. I'm not worried at all. I just know he's going to go down there and do what he needs to do. Now, I got some more stats for y'all. And this comes from the Washington Commanders website on X. And they say Jayden Daniels joins Michael Vick as the only quarterback in NFL history to record 225 passing yards with 3 plus passing touchdowns and 125 plus rushing yards in a single game. So he's the only one. He's the only one besides Michael Vick. Then Jayden Daniels has scored 31 combined touchdowns, passing and rushing this season, and moves past Russell Wilson to third all-time by a rookie quarterback in the NFL. Wow. And then also he moves to 7-2 at home to secure 7 wins at home for the first time since 1991. First time ever at Northwest Stadium. That's crazy because the Washington Commanders have been good at home. We have been good at home. I think we lost to Philly, and I think we lost to Dallas at home. That's it. We only lost to them 2 at home. No, we beat Philly at home, and we lost to Dallas at home, and I think we lost to Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh beat us at home. So yeah. So I mean, I'm just saying, man, that Jayden Daniels is special. He's really special. I mean, like I said, this game was so exciting from it. I was on the edge of my seat. I was tweeting crazy. I was posting so much. I think I posted on X so many times tonight too. It was crazy because I never post that much. But this game had everything I needed because I wanted to see both quarterbacks, but I was specifically wanting Washington to win this game. And check this out. Jayden Daniels had won his first Monday Night Football game when he played Cincinnati in Week 3. Now he won his first Sunday Night Football game as a rookie. 2 primetime games, he has won them on Sunday night and on Monday Night Football. So that's good. Now, just be expecting now Washington going to get some more primetime play next year. Also against the Falcons, Jayden Daniels had 87.9 adjusted completed percentage, 227 yards passing, 127 yards rushing, and 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. Now I'm gonna go to the stats real quick and show you how Washington controlled the game because the second half was very important because Washington controlled the game in the second half by controlling the clock. So if you look at it, Washington controlled the clock by Check this out. Washington had the ball for 41.32 seconds in this time of possession to Orlando's 25:46. The Washington Commanders controlled the ball in the second half more than they did in the first half, and almost out time of possession them because Jayden Daniels took control. He ran, got first downs. He kept the ball alive. He passed, got first down, put pressure on the defense, kept the defense on the kept the pressure on the defense while you gave your defense some resting points. Total yards. Washington had 412. Atlanta had 337. Passing yards. Washington had 196. Falcons had 211. Rushing yards. Commanders had 216 to 126. First downs, Washington had 29, so there's 23. Penalties, we had 13 penalties. And we had cut some of these penalties out, we probably would have shut down them running and forced them to pass a little bit more. But both had one turnover, which is good. Washington gave up 5 sacks because we did have some injuries on our offensive line. Hopefully we can get that straightened out. Total plays, 77. So, and that's pretty much it. Jayden Daniels, Brian Robinson has 60 yards rushing. Rodriguez has 16, but Jayden Daniels did the most. He did the most damage with his legs, running the ball, everything he did. Terry didn't have a really good game because you couldn't really get him over. He was targeted 7 times, only 1 catch for 5 yards. But Zach Ertz had 6 catches for 72 yards. Olamide Zaccheaus had 8 catches for 85 yards. James Crowder 3 for 25. John Bates had 1 for 14 and almost a touchdown on that 1 for 14. And then Rodriguez 1 for 12. And then so forth and so on. But again, great game by the Washington Commanders. It's really not too much I could say. I feel like the Commanders did what they need to do. There's still a lot of things that they need to clean up, especially when it comes down to penalties. And stop shutting down the run early in the game and stop waiting until the second half to get going. Because the fact of the matter is that at the end of the day, you don't want your team to get out of rhythm. Start shutting down the run game early. Once you shut down the run game early, guess what's going to happen? It's going to put your offense in a more of a rhythmic. Stop holding penalties and everything like that. So there's still a lot of things that this team needs to clean up. But as of the day, we are an 11-win team, and we are into the playoff, baby. And I love it. And here's my ending to this wonderful night. Oh, and by the way, congratulations to Jeremy Reed because he did propose to his girlfriend at the game, and she did say yes. So therefore, Jeremy Reeves, congratulations to you and your beautiful fiance now. And what a way to celebrate engagement with a win in the playoffs. So shout out to you, my man.
The game-winning drive, the fans were chanting MVP. How did you get it done? After last week, you did it again this week.
Man, really nothing but God once again. Battling through adversity, just blessed and highly favored for real.
Zach, walk us through that touchdown catch.
Yeah, first of all, going to God like Jaden said. It's been a long couple of years, honestly, and being able to play with Jaden at the end of my career is such a blessing for me. The kid the whole league should be on notice with him. Everyone loves playing with him. He's the ultimate team guy. He's the ultimate leader, and he just gave me a chance at the end of the game.
What does this win mean for this organization and going to the playoffs?
We can't speak on the past, but what we can speak on is the culture that DQ is building. And it's a culture that everyone loves being a part of. He demands excellence, but he also loves each and every one of us. So it's something that I've loved to be a part of since the moment I got here.
So cool. And you had your good friend from the draft, Michael Vick, the other rookie again.
Man, keep going. He's going to be a hell of a player. I'm proud of him, everything that he's been through in his life to get to this point, man. It's nothing but God in this arena. I know he's a follower, he's a believer, man, so anything is possible.
And talking about anything is possible, Jaden, finally, what is this team capable of in the playoffs?
We're going to have to see, man. I love my team against anybody. I love the brotherhood that we built. But, you know, we got to take it one game at a time, man. We got to go and play Dallas next week, and then we'll worry about the playoffs after that.
Awesome. Congratulations, guys.
And that's that. Because I do believe once the Commanders get we could get back healthy, get a lot of people back healthy with time the playoff roll around. Because we going right from the last game and right into the playoff the following week. So maybe we could get Austin Eckler back. That would be good. That'd be a good plus. But at the same time, at the end of the day, maybe we could get Lattimore back by that time. That would definitely be a good plus as well. But like I say, this team is not going to be an easy team to get rid of in the playoffs. Not at all. This is going to be a team that you're going to have to play. And I don't think no team in the playoff is going to be prepared to be able to deal with Jayden Daniels. I think the moment for him is not too high and it's not too low. He done been on the biggest stage there is. He done played in the toughest conference there is in the college. And I think he's built for this. And you could tell that he's really built for these kind of moments. And me personally, I compare it to what Caitlin Clark did in college and going into the W. Nobody expected that. And look what he has done. Look what she has done. So, I mean, it's phenomenal to see a guy that just could come into the league and put a team on his back and say, you know what? Hey, I got you. Follow me. When you got a leader like that at the quarterback position, that goes to show because there ain't too many rookies that could do what Jayden Daniels do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they have their moments here and there, their highs and lows right here. But at the same time, just to know that I got a minute or something left, or I got an overtime, we get the ball, we win in the game. We're not looking to kick no field goals. We're looking to hit score a touchdown and end of the game. You know what I'm saying? Or 4th down and 1, 4th down and 2, 4th down and 3. Oh, yeah, we going for it because guess what? You have the advantage. He is the advantage. Then because sometimes teams don't know if he's going to throw the ball or he's going to run. There was so much schemes in the game tonight that he literally just like was gone. Yeah, he took a little bit of hits, but it wasn't like really bad hits and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So, but at the same time, they had to turn him loose in the second half. If they didn't turn him loose, we probably wouldn't have won this game. But when he put this team on his back and he started running the ball because he knew for a fact that, okay, our running game is not going the way we want to. Okay, let me create a little bit more running to help our running game out. Just like Lamar does over there when teams started keying off on Derrick Henry. Okay, then Lamar said, okay, let me get us loosed up a little bit. Once you get a team loosened up in the running game, that makes it easier for your running back to get yardage, and it's easy for your receivers to be able to catch the ball because now you got the defense off balance, and that's what happened in the second half against the Atlanta Falcons. But I will probably do another recap of this week and probably around Wednesday, maybe. But great win for the Washington Commanders, 11-5 right now. Great season so far. We still got one more game to go to get 12 and then head off into the playoffs. But until then, until the next video, I'm out. Hail to the Commanders. Raise hell.
Hey, so amazing. You see how they playing. Live wire, it's all about sports and entertainment. You don't want to miss it, so official like you never seen. Keep it going till the whistle blowing from the referee. Everything from highlights and stats. You know that we gotta run it back, whether on the field or the court. You know that this is where it's at. Subscribe, no delaying. This is Live Wire, sports and entertainment. Let's go.